Hello. Oh God. Sorry, don't mind me. Hi everyone. Who's here? Hello Allison. Hello Tigress. Hello Sillykins. Hello Lilac. Thank you for the lurk.
I'm an arts and crafts
in your
master.
craft room, cut
Why
up
did I always
template
have this
pieces.
glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
That's at least a year.
That
Oh,
is at
woo.
least a year. Calliope, thank you for the 54 months. Holy cow. Jenny, that is so exciting. What kind of a quilt are you going to make? I hope you'll share pictures. I'd love to see it. And hello, Emily. Okay. I was working on posting a TikTok. I do have a Discord, yes. Also, Calliope, let me know what color you would like for your paper star. Not the tank top nerves. Hello, Petrichor. Green? Any color green? So I'm like, neon, you got it. So now I'm like debating, should I finish editing it real quick and post it, or save it to my drafts and post it after? Where the, okay, we'll just use this one. I'm ready to punch someone today. Do it. I mean, don't, but do it. Yeah, we didn't watch either. James is working the early shift at work, so we probably won't watch until later. Thank you, Calliope, again for the resub. Hi, Trouble. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Sorry, they are on auto start, but for some reason it didn't auto start. So, I do apologize. But it's there now. Thank you for letting me know. Never ever worry about letting me know if they're not working. Can I help you? Hi. Yo. You gonna bless this star? Oh my goodness, this star, it's hers now. She has claimed it. Here, you want to wear it? Like a little hat? It's so beautiful. No, don't eat it. Anyway, into the jar you go. Thank you again for the resub. Kraft mac and cheese, yum. We got eye crusties. Cat would have eaten that right. She definitely went to like, what's this? And I'm like, no, don't do it. All right. Should I never know if it's better to add like a background sound to my videos or not, because sometimes I feel like it's, are people seeing the videos because of the music, or are they seeing the videos because of like the hashtags and stuff like that? Officially in the Discord. Fabulous. Make sure that you read the rules and follow the instructions there, and a mod will give you a role so you can post. You just need a good old blue box for comfort. I hear that. Absolutely. I'm not going to post a sound. All right. The title is going to be Big Twist News. Because I did see that. I did. I love that, like, his sister was like, we're so excited for you. Like, they're just, I freaking love that whole family, man. I love that whole family. She's sniffing the squares. This one smells like this person, and this one smells like this person, and this one smells like grandma. We love grandma. Wait, what happened, Emily? Artie is so cute. We're gonna finish this video real quick. I just have to write a caption. And Artie's here anyway, so it's not like we're going to be doing anything. Hirschner's. Oh, it is on TikTok. Oh, I hate that, Emily. I was in my car, actually screamed and then teared up. Yo, listen. That was literally the only good thing I had happen yesterday, okay? After stream, only my mods know about this. After stream, Tuesday is garbage day, which means it's litter box changing day. Which means that we have to clean the litter boxes. Okay, fine. So James was starting in the breezeway, and I was like getting the paper towels and like a couple of other things. Y'all, one of the cats must have had a dangle, because there was a solid poo on the middle of the living room carpet and it blended in, and I stepped on it. Luckily, just like my pinky, like it didn't go in between my toes. It didn't actually get crushed. Yeah. After three poo catastrophes from the dog, I'm like, I'm so over it. I'm so over poop. I stood there and I'm like, okay. Like, it was so much. Oh. It was the worst. Oh God. Okay. Let me remove some of these auto hashtag things. I hate when it does that. Okay. So we also, I'll update you all, we did end up hearing from the vet, about Patch, and not my own video popping up in my feed. I didn't like it yet, so I just did. We did hear from the vet, and I feel like I should just, here, hold on. So we have a plan. Also, please don't mind my outfits. I'm trying to combat any hives, okay? So don't mind how I look lately. It is what it is. Well, okay. So Patch has been dealing, well, we have been dealing with some patch poop problems. Well, I'm literally in like pajama bottoms that are elastic because buttons I have found and zip, like, you know how buttons will like touch your skin unless it's like tucked, you have your shirt tucked in. The shoulders, I know. Thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. The buttons on the pants will go ahead and leave, like, they'll rub a little bit sometimes, and that can cause a hive to appear. So what I'm finding right now is that I'm getting less than a handful of hives. Knock on all the wood things. Fingers crossed, say a prayer, whatever. And they are friction based right now. So I was wearing a sports bra yesterday because my other bras were drying and I just put that one on. And it was a crisscross back. And it was irritating me, like near the end of the night. And so after I showered last night, I put lotion on just to like try and preemptively like help. And this morning I woke up and instead of it being like a traditional like hive, like a circle, it was like a welt. I had one here and I had along my neck from where the crisscross was. Like I knew it was going to happen. Don't forget your Poke Daily, friends. I remembered today. And so that's why this shirt came on, because I basically, hi Muffin. That's your official, unofficial nickname. I'm so sorry that you have a migraine. I hope that it goes away and that you feel better. That's the worst. As a migraine sufferer, I know. And sure enough, it went away. So that's kind of where I'm hoping we stay. There might be like a little bit that I need to like put lotion on for, maybe wear a different shirt, whatever. I caught it. What the heck does that symbol mean? Oh, I got an evolution stone. Fancy. Okay. So, back to Patch, real quick, if you can not be too distracted by my shoulders. Okay. I understand if you are. They're pretty fabulous. Anyway. Patch has been dealing with poop problems. As you all know, he's been like having accidents. He's been going in the house. And it's obviously been, it's been a lot for us, to say the least, because, like, you're constantly dealing with these almost like mystery accident. Like, it doesn't make sense. So the vet called today. I like our vet a lot. And she talked with me for about like 15 minutes. And, she asked some really good questions. Hydrated up the wazoo. The meds kick in. I hope they do. Good job hydrating, though, honestly. It can be really difficult sometimes when you have a migraine to even hydrate. Because, like, everything just feels bad. So, she asked, like, a couple of good questions. One of them being, like, hey, he is older. Does he have any kind of, like, almost memory loss issues? Does he have any signs of Alzheimer's, basically? Like, is he doing anything else that, like, anything out of the norm? And I'm like, no. I'm like, he is bothering me when it's time for food because he wants, like, he knows when my lunchtime is because he wants me to share my peanut butter sandwich with him. He knows his schedule. He knows things, like, it's nothing like that. And she was like, one of the things that we're looking at, is, we could do blood work because we did a fecal sample. She goes, this was wild to me. She goes, we did blood work back in September. And that, like, his liver values were really good. So, I'm not too concerned about that. And then she goes, but doing his blood work in September, because he's technically a senior dog now, he's over 10. Doing his blood work in September is like doing blood work 3.5 years ago. And that blew my mind because, like, right, every year for a dog is 7 human years. And I'm like, huh. Right? I never would have thought of that. I never in my life would have put those things together, that because it's 7 years for a year, each month, like, it, yeah. And so I asked him, like, was there anything in that blood panel that would lead you to think anything is, it's being caused by anything? And so she's like, let me take a look at it. And so she pulls it up and she's like, well, his liver values, which I guess would be like the first thing that they would look at. She goes, his liver values were great. All of them were like, they were fine. So she was saying that all of there were, I guess, 3 things that they checked with liver values, and all 3 of those were fine. She did say, and I forget what it was because I didn't write it down, and honestly trying to remember, like, medical terms. She did say that he had one value that was really, really high. And I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, like, normally we look at, like, a high value, anything over, like, 130 or something is high. And I was like, okay. And she goes, he was at, like, 2,035. And I went, oh, okay. So he's an overachiever like me. Like, when my blood is, like, off, when my numbers are off, they're off. They're, like, bad, And I was like, so what does that mean? What? Yeah. Exactly. So she was saying that it could be a sign. She said if his liver values were also bad, well, they must have, honestly. But there was nothing that we were going to do. There's nothing that you can do about it. It's not like something that you treat with medicine. I'll explain what the value is in a sec. She was said, though, that if his liver values were also high, she would be worried then. She said because his liver values are normal, what that high value normally means, they tend to see a lot of those high values in young dogs or dogs that are still growing. That is so high to me. It's very high. She said, or, dogs like Great Danes that, grow for a really long period of time. Evidently, that value can be an indicator of growth. It can also be an indicator of liver values, like the liver overworking. But again, because all of the other liver values were normal, they're like, this is not a concern for us. Patch is one of the bumpiest dogs, tumor-wise. He has so many fatty tumors all over. They are big, they are small, they are constantly, every time I pet him, I swear I find a new one. So what she said is it could be that it is high because of those growths, because of those tumors. She goes, it could mean that one of them is cancerous too. She goes, that it does not definitively mean that, though. She goes, it could just be because he has a lot of growth. She goes, don't think of this as like don't WebMD it, it's cancer kind of thing. She goes, it's just like an indicator. It's just like one of many things that we can do. So, what she said was we can, at this point, basically, we have a lot. Let me do a different thing other than a granny square. She said at this point, because he did still have like accidents and stuff like that. She goes, I wasn't surprised that he had like one accident the day of, because everything is going to be irritated after we like poked around. She goes, I'm a little bit more worried, not like quick rush him back here, that he is still having multiple bowel movements in one go. She's like, if it continues, what we can do is we can have you bring him in for that, for the imaging. She goes, what we can do is we would do two images. We would do his chest and we would do his backside, because he is having these bowel problems, and see if there are more tumors on the inside, almost kind of like an iceberg. Like you just see what's above the surface poking out. Like you don't necessarily know what's underneath the water. So that is like the next step, if you will, is to bring him in and have that checked. She said while he is sedated, we would also run those blood panels again. See where they are. See what those numbers are like now. If they've changed. If they've gotten better, gotten worse. So at this point, James and I are like, okay, maybe what we do is we wait. We see how the rest of this week goes. And on Friday, if like we're still having, there we go, if he's still having like accidents and stuff like that, then we will schedule the next like test to do. Well, so he didn't have an accident today. There's one that's different. However, he did a normal poop this morning outside, and one of the things that I have learned since all of this is don't bring him right back in right after. Give him a minute, see if he has to go again. And if you don't want to see a dog squatting, look away. He literally he went, right? And then immediately walked around for 1 second and like went again. So it wasn't an accident because I kept him outside, but he pooped like back to back, like he was doing when we didn't give him that opportunity to like do it outside. So like something is still going on. He has pooped 3 times today. Luckily they have all been outside because I've been like watching him and like being like, hold up. Something like, you're not asking to go out, but you're looking at me like I gotta go. And so he has had, like I said, 3 poops today, which is high for him. He's normally a 1 to 2, unless we take him on a walk. If we take him on a walk, he'll poop like 3 times because he's so excited. We're on a walk. Oh my God. So it is that's abnormal. Again, we're trying to give him a couple of days because maybe if the anal glands were that badly swollen, maybe he's just that badly irritated. And so we are kind of just, I'm gonna, like I said, today's Wednesday. We'll see how the rest of today goes. We'll see how tomorrow goes. We'll see how Friday goes. If by like Friday afternoon, I'm like, no, we need to like do more investigating, then I'll call up the vet and we'll schedule that. Now, should it come to that, we will probably, we'll hopefully be able to get him in for imaging and all of that pretty quickly. I don't know what the imaging will show. And, you know, the truth is he is a little bit older, and if there are a lot of tumors going on the inside, we might just, you know, things might have to happen. Hard decisions might have to be made. Hubby and I have talked about it, like, you know, we've talked about it. It's gonna be it'll be, what, look at this image for the Stunfisk. It's a flatfish Pokemon. You can't see its face. That's hilarious. We're gonna be playing it day by day. We'll make decisions when we have to make decisions. Exactly. It has to be, things have to be done in the best interest of everyone. And so that's always the thing. Like, it's hard, but I try to look at it as like, what an honor to have to make decisions about an old puppo or an old cat or something, like some critter that you've loved for so long, and you get to make sure that they're taken care of every day from the first day you got them until the last. Like, it's an honor to be loved by an older animal, you know? It's heartbreaking, but it's also special. But should we have to do all of this, it's going to be very expensive. And so we might do something, I don't know what, maybe we do some like Sims crowd control, or I don't know, maybe auction off like some of my bigger crochet things. Like, I don't know. We might do some stuff, because like here, I like to be honest with y'all. I like to be upfront. I don't want people thinking, oh, she's making this up because she wants to just make money. Nope. Here we go. Right? So I'll even fold this part down just because that says the name of our vet. Okay? Oops. Hold on. You can't see the total. Okay, hold on. Un momento. Okay. Hi, I'm working on this blanket, ma'am. Okay. So, we have sedation. We have physical exam. We have 2 different sets of x-rays. Okay. And then other possibilities, right? So our low is 684 and our high is 1,313. So the high, the reason that they're so different is that if they want to or need to, they're going to do an ultrasound of his abdomen, which is almost $500. That abdomen ultrasound. And then the preventative care panel is the blood work. So that's 168. She wasn't sure if we wanted to do that. So the x-rays are almost $300 each. So again, you know, obviously it's not that we aren't we're going to do everything we can. We're going to take care of our pet and we'll put it on a credit card and we'll figure it out from there. But you know, since this is one of my jobs, maybe we'll do some, like I said, maybe I'll list a couple of bigger things on the website. Maybe we'll do some kind of sale on patterns or something, you know, just to try and help bring in a little extra because we live paycheck to paycheck. We don't have like the extra, if you will. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. But maybe we'll like do something on stream too, like I said, maybe like a crowd control day or something silly where you guys can like, I don't know. We'll figure again. We'll take it when we get there. Hi. Hello. So that's kind of what we're doing right now with him. And then obviously none of that includes should the hard decisions have to be made. None of that is included in that price. So I'm hoping that we don't have that kind of a decision to make, but it's reality. It's reality of owning pets, you know? Ma'am? Ma'am? Again, I just like to be honest and upfront about stuff, about things going on in my life because, like, then you understand if I have to, like, you know, take off or, I don't know. Yeah, she says, why are you not talking about me, Mom? Excuse me. Excuse me, this is bull poopies. Bull poopies, mother. Hi. I saw a square. I was like, oh yeah, I should use that one. And now I don't know. Oh, I know which one. This one. It's pretty. She has a hat. Artie. Come here. You want to sit? So yeah, good vibes are appreciated. I haven't made it yet, no. Hi, look. You can come. Okay, come lie down. I made your circle of happiness, as we call it. It's a good spot to sit. How many rows have we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have one more after this. Ma'am. Come here. There's a girl. Hi. Come on. Circle of happiness sounds so nice. That is what we have always called, like, sitting cross-legged, but with a space open for a pet to sit in the middle. Let me, I have a picture I can show you. Cooper, that's where, like, the term circle of happiness came from Cooper. Hi. Ooh, look at this. Well, I try and get her settled. Are you ready? Look at our tree. Look at the cocoa tree.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Dang.
Dang. Hello, Sister Coyote. Thank you for 31 months. It's doing so good. Like, look at all those leaves. Look at all the blooms. Hi. Artie, I almost called you Pippin. Ma'am, please. This is a Wendy's. Sister Coyote, what color paper star would you like for your resub? Blue. Do you have a preference for what color blue? Like a light blue, a dark blue? Deep blue. You got it. You're just gonna bite my hands now? I'm gonna bite you. She's like, oh my god, why? Why, Mom?
Chaos-a woo?
Hello? Calliope, thank you for the 100 bits. Ma'am, don't do that. Oh? The new one? What are they doing? Managed to get into the trash. Mm-hmm. Ow. Ow, your nails are long. I appreciate you wanting my attention, but... Got her head stuck in a tomato sauce can. Uh-huh. Then managed to get her whole body stuck in a grocery bag. Oh, bless her heart. It's a good thing you're cute because you're dumb. I was going to say, I don't know if she's orange, but she is a kitten. And kittens have like a special kind of orange energy about them when they're young. She's letting me know she wants to be pet. You're so dumb. I love you so much. Swim in the water bowl. I mean, it can be craft time and cat time. There's a spot for you right here. Just come sit. down here. Putting anything into her mouth ate something that was definitely not edible. Oh, God. I swear, the most of pet ownership is just trying to keep them alive from, like, doing something stupid. They're like, let me try eating this sock. And you're like, could you not? Actually? It'd be much preferred if you... What's in your mouth? Why are you wet? Anyway, Sister Coyote, here is your blue star. Into the jar you go. Chat's trying to kick off a hype train. Okay, I found... So this is a very loose circle of happiness. And it's mostly because Cooper was, like, sprawled. Like, he... Come here. I know. He's so sweet. But that was basically, like, his spot. If you sat on the floor and you made, like, a circle with your legs, he's like, that's mine. I'm gonna sit there. Craft supplies have arrived. What craft supplies did you get? Did you share a picture already of said craft supplies? If I just stroke you enough, will you lie down? Can you... No. She says no. Can you... Ooh. Maybe. Coco was a chocolate lab. She's our lurk emote. Literally just got here as I typed the message. Understand. Here's my pretty girl. My pretty beans. You know, okay, so you know how orange cats don't have brain cells? I'm convinced chocolate labs don't either. She has eaten money. She had eaten, well, like, pulled apart socks. I don't think that she ever ate a sock, James could tell you. She ate a roommate's $20 bill that he left on the coffee table when James was living in his apartment. Or I should say that she ate enough of it that you couldn't go to the bank and get it, like, replaced. You know, like, if you have enough of the... Oh, here, literally, I was thinking of this picture. Yes, labs are very smart. You are right. But... But, like, when they're working, when they're just at home, they're this. They are, I found a sock. If ADHD was a dog, yes. That, Emily, yes. Exactly that. Labs are ADHD personified in a dog. That's a really good way of putting it. They lose common sense unless they're working, yeah. And interestingly, Coco did not like water. Like, bless her heart, she didn't like it. Here we go. Circle of Happiness 1. circle of happiness too. Like that. Cooper was always like, yeah, you're on the floor. That's where I'm going to be. And obviously, I mean, he's a big dog. You can see he was 70 pounds. Coco was chocolate. If anything, some of her coloration might have looked different just because, like, age. There's Coco. So she was a chocolate lab. Cooper, who is the brindle puppy. Oh God, where'd it go? The brindle puppy Cooper was a pit lab boxer mix. So this puppy is Cooper. We were talking about two dogs at once, both C names, both, you know. Nope, you're so good. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Like I said, we were literally just talking about both of them with two different things. So yeah, Cooper was the brindle lab pit boxer mutt. We don't know. He was found, like his mom was found on the street pregnant. We don't know who the dad is, kind of thing. You know, like he was just, he was smaller than Coco too. He was probably about the same size as Patch. Like, well, okay, Patch was taller than Coco, but he had like the same body shape as Patch. Like Patch is a very tall dog. But very like skinny, I guess. He was built for speed. And wasn't. She's lying down mostly on me, but also partly on the blanket that's resting below the desk. So she's happy. She's lying on yarn right now. That's all she wants. She's like, I can't be pet right now. I'll lie on yarn. So, she's a simple girl. She knows what she likes. Coco was James's dog originally, yeah. Cooper was like our family dog. And then Coco was James's. He got her in 2009 when he came home from Iraq. Somewhere I have a puppy picture of her. Like a baby picture of her. But James, bless his heart, he's not a big photographer. And so when I say I have like one picture of her as a puppy, that's like all that James had of her as a puppy. Your yarn winder came with pom-pom makers? Ooh. That's fun. James, the picture of her as a puppy is one of the cutest damn pictures I've ever seen. I don't know how you weren't taking more of her. Oh, look. Hold on. I found it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that baby. Also, the next picture is baby Cooper. Whoops. There, it's baby Cooper. Hold on. Where? Oh. There's baby Coopy. He is just a wrinkle bubbas. He is so wrinkly. Oh my god, has it really been an hour? How? How have we been live for an hour? Okay, well, friends and new followers, Twitch is about to play some ads. I'm so sorry about that. I have no control over ads, or what they are. But, we will play some words on stream, so you won't miss out on any content here or any... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm crocheting and I still have that picture up. You won't miss out on any content here. It's a perfect opportunity to get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, any of that stuff. And when we get back, we will finish up working on this blanket. And I'm sure probably talking about pets again because that's just what we do. Okay, let me pull this up and do this. Wait, that was the wrong this. Do this, and I will see you all in a couple of minutes. Okay. Oh, also, if you haven't already, could you go and on this ad break, perfect time. Could you go like the latest video that I put on Instagram? And if you feel generous, leave a comment on it because it would be really helpful. So thanks. Okay, be right back. Alrighty. Good job, y'all. That first one was hard. Also, Artie tried to like climb on the blanket again, and so I said, thank you, I love you, please go find something else to do. So she left. I love you, I mean it, go away. Please and thank you. Thank you all for sitting through ads. I appreciate it. I had someone on the TikTok video, because like I posted this on TikTok and on Instagram. I guess I should post it on YouTube too. I'll go do that right now. It'll take 2 seconds. Who was like, but what about Red Heart yarn? Where am I going to get that now? I hate going to Michael's. And I'm like, oh. It's like, you can literally get Red Heart yarn like anywhere. Like, you can get it at Walmart. You can buy it online at their website. Like, I get it if that was like your favorite place to shop for yarn, but I was like, this is like a proprietary brand to the store. So once the store was gone, yeah, Red Heart's everywhere. And again, I get that like they might have preferred, I can say words, going to Joann's, but I was like, no, you can get that everywhere. Like, the reason that this is exciting is because this was like, once the company was gone, the yarn was going to be gone. Like, for instance, AC Moore, they had a brand yarn called Nicole. I don't know why. And it was great. Love that yarn. Very nice yarn. When AC Moore went out of business, that yarn disappeared. Big Twist is picked up by Hirschner's. Yeah. Go check out Instagram or TikTok. I posted like a little video about it. But yes, it has been picked up. And it was funny because I was like, you know, I was sad that like Nicole didn't get picked up. But then I also realized that AC Moore is like an East Coast brand. Joann's was like a nationwide brand. Like they were all over. So I was like, maybe that's why. But yeah, Hirschner's posted a statement saying that they're picking up Big Twist and will be selling it moving forward. So I'm excited. Oh, thank you. Let me go over to YouTube real quick too. This has been one of the funniest series I've seen Doc do in a while. This Toddler Rags to Riches. What an unhinged series. Okay. I'm posting it on YouTube as well. Extend that engagement, you know? Whatever. Or whatever. I don't know how it works. YouTube only allows you like a very short amount of writing space, so. I have granny squares here and here. That's fine to put another one. Let's put that one there. No, please, listen. I love hearing about, I can't shop right now for supplies. Don't even worry about it. Tell me about the things you got. I'm loving it. Never worry about that. Just had an exclusive contract with Big Twist, or if they own Big Twist and the rights were sold. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm hoping that it doesn't. I know that Big Twist on their labels, do I have any, excuse me, Norman. got you, girlie. Artemis was just sitting looking at her food dish. Like, can I have some, please? Okay. So when you look here at their label, it says made in Turkey. And registered trademark of JAS LLC. I'm sure if we look up, let's see. JAS LLC. JAS is retail and consumer products. So it was probably it's not. No, JAS. And then if you look up JAS LLC, here, I'll even put yarn. Who owns Big Twist Yarn? It's owned by Spinrite. It says, but again, that's from Reddit, so. Eyes and backs came in 2 different little containers. Oh, that's nice. So hopefully, because it was not manufactured by Joann's, if that makes sense. Like, it was manufactured by, like, a different company. It's just, like, the company now that Hirschner's. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, shoot, wait, I never finished. Yay! Big Twist. Oh, wait, no, make that a hashtag. Hashtag Big Twist yarn is going to be sold at hashtag Hirschners. Who else is excited? Upload. Because I would think if, like, it was owned by Joann's, couldn't they just sell it, like, how they're selling, you know, store locations and things like that? Like, wouldn't it just, like, you could, Hirschner's in theory could buy, like, the machinery and, like, the place that it's made if they wanted to? If it was owned by Joann's, I mean. It'll be interesting. They have, like, a thing. Yeah, so Big Twist was only sold in Joann's. It was not sold anywhere else. Morning, Emily. I haven't used a neon green yet. Let's do one of those. Oh, that's a granny square, and I just did a granny square. Do I have any neon greens not great? No. Who? That's a different green, though, so let's use that. Purchase the purchase the patent. Maybe some changes. Yeah. My interpretation of the crumbs available through Google. So fair. Honestly. Thank you for looking. I appreciate it. I definitely have to do more digging, but other than just like confirming that it was like legit on Hirschner's website. Because people have been like faking stuff. Someone literally bought like bigtwist.com to try and make it seem like that was where you could get the yarn. People do wild things. So when I was able to like actually confirm it through like Hirschner's website, I was like, okay. I know that it's legit now. Well, on the website, like the thing says that like they're going to be taking over. It doesn't necessarily give like a date. Like you can sign up for more information. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be like a seamless transition, I guess, if that makes sense. That they're like expecting some delays and some whatever, probably just transfer of ownership and stuff. That's why I went to their website, and when I saw on their website, why do people suck? I don't know, but if you find out, maybe tell them to stop. Stop sucking so bad, universe. Ooh, that's fun. This is the last row. That's fun too. It's black with speckles. I did post to YouTube, yes. Yeah, the Mets-Phillies game was at 1 o'clock. The game's still going on. I also uploaded a bunch. Did they? I have like the box score up on my phone and it just updated. They're in the 10th inning. Way to go, boys. But yeah, I posted the reel to YouTube, and I also uploaded all of the Twitch VODs to YouTube. I have to like put them in the proper playlist and then make that live, so you'll probably get like a notification about a bunch of videos too. I'm so sorry. Maybe I have to see if there's a way of like, I don't need people to get notifications about all of that, you know? Let me see if it posted. Sometimes it takes a while. Shorts. No, how about my account? My friends need to be punished. Um, your videos. Yeah, it's up. Boop. I have my make believe Wawa drink. Thanks to Tigress telling me about the lemonade that you can buy at the store for like the same price as one Wawa one. So we got some of that the other day when we went grocery shopping. I'm gonna say that this counts as a solid color because it's like black but speckled yarn. I'm gonna do it not here because this one is speckly purple, but I would say that that's a solid color, not a multicolor like these ones. Nice, Scruffy, that's awesome. Now rest, don't push it too hard, you know? Hey, James. Who left their ends? Ooh, you're in trouble. Who knit and left their ends? Why are they still playing? Final, there it is. Hey James, could you bring me a broom? Because the Mets just swept the Phillies. Oh, snap. Sorry. I don't really need a broom. I don't really need a broom, no. Unfollows, unsubs. Yeah, for a minute it showed that we had scored again, and I'm like, that means we won. And it just, when I went to open the app to double check to make sure, it was like, so-and-so up next. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it's the bottom of the 10th, we won the game. And then it updated, and I was like, okay. Listen, I didn't say anything all week when we won every day. But I think I get a little bit, I'm allowed a little right now. It was a hard fought game today. Going into extra innings, you know? So you don't actually need a broom. Oh. I think that's 2 series that we've swept now, back to back. Listen, this is exciting as a Mets fan. Think about how we were last year. Yeah, that's the 2nd series that we swept. Back to back. We've won 7 straight. That's incredible. That's... You would have come in and... Yeah, it's fine. You would have come in and been like, here you go, what do you need swept up? Oh man, I should have let him come in with it. And when he asked what I needed swept up, I would say all the Philly fans' tears. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean. You are not. Like, this is one of those things, like, James is a Yankee fan, and honest to goodness, most Yankee fans are insufferable. Not all, but a lot of them think that their team just deserves to win because they're the Yankees. And a lot of Philly fans, again, not all, can be just as bad. Like, I literally, unfortunately, we're in, like, Philly broadcast, like, territory, so I can't watch these games. They are played, like, on, well, I could watch them on TV, but I won't because the Philly announcers just whine. About how unfair things are that they're losing. What's rude? Oh yeah, I hate it. Especially because we pay for the MLB app. Like, we paid to watch games. So let me watch the games. I don't care if I'm in their area. I want to watch and listen to my announcers. I want to listen to Gary calling, like, home runs and stuff. I don't want to listen to people whine and, like, I don't know. Because, listen, being a Mets fan means that you're used to losing. Being a Mets fan means that you're used to heartbreak. And so when they're doing well, it's exciting. But it's also, I gotta say, and this is, I think that James would agree with this too. Like, this is not just me as a Met fan saying this. Like, our fans are fabulous. Like, New York Yankee fans turn in an instant You're up, you're doing great, you're getting cheered. You start doing badly, Yankee fans start booing you. They start booing their players, they throw things at, like, they are the most, they will turn on you in a heartbeat. One of my favorite things last year, right? Francisco Lindor, one of our players, was in a slump. A bad one. He started off in a bad slump. And he started getting some boos. And our manager, it was his first year managing with us, put out a thing, if you will, like when he was interviewed after the game, asking about, like, you know, Lindor, what he thought about him. And he goes, you know what? I think that he's in a slump. I think he's having a hard time. And he goes, and I think that the boos aren't helping. He goes, honestly, I think if Met fans start to cheer for him when he comes up to bat, I think that could make all the difference for him. Met fans heard that and they went, okay, bet. And they started cheering for him even though he was in a slump. And guess what? He came out of it. So, for instance, we got Juan Soto from the Yankees. He was only there for a year. People seem to be all but hurt that he was supposed to be a Yankee forever. He was there for a year. Calm down. And he started off in a slump this year. It's a new team. It's a new league. It happens. And one of the coolest things ever was he got up to the plate, runners in scoring position, and the Met fans, without being asked, gave him a standing ovation, started cheering and clapping and making all this noise, and guess what? He got an RBI. Like, he got a hit. And it's like, it's amazing what we talk about all the time here. It's amazing what positive reinforcement can do. It's the same thing for these athletes. Like, of course they know they're slumping. Of course. They know. They go up to bat and they're like, God damn it, I'm going to mess up again. And when they get up to bat, instead they hear everyone like cheering. That does a lot. Oh my God, another end. Y'all are killing me. Look at all of these ones too. Weave in your ends. I'm gonna mail them back next time. And it was so cool because Soto, coming from the Yankees, is used to what Yankee fans do, which again is your players in a slump. They boo them mercilessly. They yell at them. They boo at them. And it's like, do you think that's going to help? Do you think that, oh, listen, everyone's booing. I must be doing something wrong. Let me fix it. Like, no. When the other team hits a homer, yeah. Yeah. If you caught a ball, I'd be excited. I'm going to cake all my yarn now. Oh, have fun. One fading scar of pool holes for what was supposed to be a rising one. Instead, we lost both. Yeah. When people believe in you, especially when you can't believe in yourself. Yes. Yes. I agree. Like, listen, it's one thing. I understand booing when a bad call is made by an ump. I understand maybe even like a little heckling when a player makes like a bad play, you know? But like booing every time. Literally and I talk about the Yankees a lot because they're on a lot in my house because James is a Yankee fan. But watching Yankee fans 180 with Aaron Judge is the most wild, unhinged thing ever. He goes from, like, again, struggling, striking out, stuff like that, and then all of a sudden he starts doing well. So they go from booing him to chanting MVP. Make up your minds. Do you hate him or do you love him? What is happening? And so people got all like upset and shocked that Juan Soto didn't want to re-sign with the Yankees. Why on earth would you want to go back to that if you had other teams that wanted you? Why on earth would you voluntarily think, you know, I like being booed? Yeah, if they're horrible people, like if a person is just like a trash human being or has like said things, like some players before have bad talk the teams that they're on. Those players deserve to be booed. If you are going to like stand up in an interview and diss the team that is paying your salary, boo that player. That's gross behavior. I don't like that. No fan wants that. Like, that's the only time that I ever really get behind it. Booing management, yeah, sure. Booing umpires, yes. I was trying to see if I still... I know I sent it to James, so I'd have it there. Is this it? No. Okay. That wasn't it either. One of my favorite things, so Lindor, oh, again, our leadoff, the person who I think should be captain on our team. We don't have a captain right now. His walk-up song, like, so whenever he goes up to bat, is the Temptations song, My Girl. And my favorite thing ever is that there are times when he, as he's, like, stepping into the box, like, you can't, the whole song doesn't play. So everyone in the stadium continues singing it. So it'll be like, you know, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? And then like the audio cuts because he's up at the batter's box. And everyone in the stadium continues singing. And they're like, my girl. And it's just, it's like the sweetest thing. It started last year when he was, like when we were getting near postseason time and he's picked that song. He picked that song because he at that time had 2 daughters and his wife. And I think that's like the cutest thing ever. He's since also had a son, but he's kept the same song. And I'm like, that's so cute. Like, stop. I love that. And again, he leads off, so he's like the first person up at bat. And like the whole stadium's just like rocking out singing. Where is this? Maybe I didn't... Did I not save it? Oh well. That's fine. It's not a big deal. You all understand. I loved that. The one, yeah, the one out, one out, one out. Like they had a praying mantis perched on his ball cap. So he told them, one out. Fall between them lives rent free in your brain. Yeah, when all 3 of them. And then they're like, ah, panic. Anyway. Thank you for being a good sport. I expect I'll be ribbed just as hard when the Mets lose. So don't worry. Wi-Fi's cutting out. Kick it. Catching the bat of the hitter lost his grip. Yeah, Guillorme. I missed him. He was a cool player. But yeah, how he just like literally like the bat flew out of the batter's hands and he just like chink. And everyone in the dugout's like wild. So cool. That's why you gotta pay attention. All these ball players looking at iPads to look at how their last swing was or that last whatever, and it's like, yeah, if you're not paying attention at a ballpark. The batter being like, did you catch that? Yeah, I did. It's always funny when like a player makes like a really good play. Like when we were playing, I think it was the Twins. We had Harrison Bader on our team last year. Love the guy. Sweet guy, nice guy. Fun teammate. Did piss poor on the Mets, which is a bummer because, again, really liked him. He's been over with the Twins. He is on fire. He's always been a good, like, defensive player, meaning playing in the field. But he was just, like, struggling at bat. And he made this outstanding catch in the outfield against, obviously, us. And it was so funny because, like, as he's, you know, the guy who got the ball caught, he's, like, taking off all his batting gear as Harrison Bader runs by, and he, like, playfully, like, grabs him, and he, you know, like, in it, I can't believe that you actually, like, did that, like, you caught that, that was wild. And I just, like, I love baseball like that. It's just, good baseball is good baseball, you know? I need to figure out 2 more. Let's do that one. Ooh, and that one. I really miss watching and listening to baseball. I love baseball. So James and I were supposed to go to a minor league game, but that was when he decided to bring home the flu and get me sick. And so I had like a fever, and I was like, there's no way that we can go to this game because it's going to make me way worse. So we didn't go, which is a bummer. But we're going around our wedding anniversary instead. And we're going on a Tuesday because evidently Tuesdays are bark in the park. So there might be doggies at the ballpark. The best day. Yep. Once I found out that Tuesdays were bark in the park, I told James that that's the only day that I'm like, I'm not, unless like a Met or Yankee farm team, because obviously minor leagues, is playing, I'm like, we're going on a bark in the park day. I want to see doggos. Yeah, we used to go to Trenton Thunder a lot back when we lived in Jersey. And Trenton Thunder at one point in time was one of the Yankees farm systems. Like there was a time where Derek Jeter was injured, and so he was doing rehab games down in the Trenton Thunder game. And I remember we actually happened to have I mean, you don't, unless like you know a player is coming, sometimes you just already have tickets and then you're like, oh my gosh, this player's injured and playing. And so like it happens to be that like my family, we got to see him play that game, which is pretty cool. Outfield seating where the dogs are only allowed? Heck yeah. Best place to be, if you ask me. with the puppies. Actually kind of afraid for the guard. Wind kept blowing anything that wasn't a line drive that way. There was one time that we went, like, so my dad's company ended up sponsoring, well, like, they basically bought the Trenton Thunder field, if you will. It's still called Trenton Thunder, but, like, they're the main sponsor. My dad's old company. He's not there anymore. But because of that, they would get family day tickets where, like, again, kind of like bleacher seating. But a lot of times they would have a barbecue or something. Like there would normally be like free food involved. So like you would go and you would be able to like get, hot dogs, nachos, whatever, and watch the game. They had fireworks at night. It was a lot of fun. Well, a big storm came in, big windstorm. And next thing you know, all of like the little paper cartons with like the hot dogs and nachos, they're going flying. They're going everywhere. People are getting covered in nacho cheese. Like, it was such a mess. We ended up staying. We waited through the storm, and then, it was a great game. Fireworks, all that. But it was just, I remember that so well, because we were all just like the awnings, if you will, were, like, starting to, like, blow off and everything like that. And you're like, oh my god. This game was similar. They stopped selling concessions. Yeah. Yeah, so James and my dad went to a Met Yankee game this last season. And here, I can show you because I have this here. It was the craziest game. How long was that weather delay, James? With the game that you went to with Dad? "20 innings. Yeah, I've been to some extra inning games. Those are always so fun. Bonus baseball, Who doesn't want that? Here we go. All right. So, we got a lot of these sorts of videos from my parents. Or from James and my dad. Right? Oh, yeah, this is fun. This is great. Like, just showing off. Okay, yeah, it's the home run. Very exciting. This is what they do when the opposing pitcher comes in. So cool. Like, it's a whole show there. Because I've never been to Citi Field. I've only been to games at Shea Stadium. So, I'm working on getting healthy enough mentally to get here. Because I want to go. And then it rained. This is undercover. Okay? Look, you can see there's like a roof here. This is like where the concessions and bathrooms are. So this was not out in the elements. It rained so hard, so fast. Like, the water was coming in like sideways. Yeah. So like it was just like they lost. I'll have to show you. They were able to save the program from the book, or the program from the game. And the game was able to be continued, but there was just like, oh, and here, look at this. This is what I was watching on TV. lightning, thunder, the rain coming in sideways. Like, it was a whole thing. So yeah, it was wild to watch it happen. It was wild to be getting the videos from them. It was just a crazy game. Not the flooding, yeah. Literally, James and my dad were staying overnight that time. And they like put their they use like the hair dryer in like the hotel to try and dry their shoes out a little bit, but like the next day they put their shoes on coming home and there was sloshing. There was squishing. This is the last square for this blanket, and then we just have to go in the opposite direction, and it's done, other than ends being woven in. So, hooray! We're not going to get to diamond dotting today, but we are going to finish this blanket. And that's fine. Today's Wednesday. Do y'all want a diamond dot tomorrow? Shall we get sparkly on a Thursday? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's it. Lap blanket done. All right, let's do these bits that aren't attached now. This should go a little quicker just because I don't have to like pick squares anymore. Let me put back the ones though that are on my desk. I feel like we should also just make like a multicolor blanket. One that's just like nothing but all the multicolor squares. How's everyone doing? How's this? Has the week gotten any better? I feel like this has been a difficult week. And it feels like a lot of people are just, I don't know, having a time. Screams. Understood. It's been several days since you got enough sleep. It's been several days since I have been able to not wake up in the middle of the night for some reason. So it's not necessarily that, like, I've gotten the right number of hours, but like it hasn't been uninterrupted. So in theory, it's still not like the right amount of sleep, if that makes sense. Because like your REM is interrupted. Like you're just not getting proper rest. Because guess who came by again last night? I actually wonder if the skunk just like makes a journey through our yard at night, like getting from one area to another. And that we just notice it because it's covered in other skunk spray. Because we, again, woke up and I was like, God damn it, close the windows. Like it was not as fresh as the day that the skunks were fighting in the yard. But it was still enough to just be like, nope, close the windows. So like that happened again in the middle of the night. And it's like, listen, leave us alone. If you're waking up, you're not getting the deep sleep you need, yeah? Didn't have your normal breakfast? Oh no. Watch is dead. Didn't have your charger. No. No. No, I get it. Listen, I cried yesterday on stream because I broke a crochet hook. I know that it's not that big of a problem. But sometimes it's like like it's just the one thing. It's just enough that you like, yeah. Oh, that's fabulous, Emily. Are they good? It was at the end of stream, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't find this hook. I thought it was under Artemis, and I was like, oh, wait, I have another one that I can use in the meantime until I find the hook. And I opened up the thing that the hook would, like the little storage thing. And I went to take it out. And it fell on the floor. And it fell like this. It's resin. It fell like this. And the tip just sheared off. So there's no hook on the top of that anymore. And I just immediately was like, well, alright then. Thanks for the lurk, Emily. And yes, ads are about to roll. So we will take a stretch break, get your snacks, your drinks, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, refill your water bottles. Lean back if you're sitting at a desk, stretch your legs and your arms. You know, you don't necessarily have to get up and walk around in order to stretch. You can just stretch where you are too. Just move around a little. And then we'll come back, we'll work on, like I said, just finishing the joinings on this. Yeah, see how far we can get today. Hopefully we can finish this. And then I'll just have ends to weave in. Oh, goodness, see, that's stretching. Whew. Okay, I'll be right back. Nicely done, chat. Whoosh. Hope you all had a good stretch. Look at all the purple in my chat right now. Look at look at that. So much. Words are made up. Just an invasion of purple. It's almost all the way full as I wait to send this so I don't ruin it. A beautifly, I want you. Move. Oh my god, who is texting me? A clinical notice for ready for Karamar, you have one refill due. Oh my gosh. So many. Overstimulated. I'm fine. I didn't catch it. That's rude. I used my greatest ball. Or my great ball, whatever. Do we like the give back blankets on stream? Sometimes. I know that like stream, like obviously some days are just more quiet, lurky kinds of days. But my brain says that that means that this is uninteresting. But I think that I just need to tell my brain to shut the hell up, you know? So, right? Fun to see everyone squares coming together. I think so too. Okay. So brain shush. It's been a week. Peeps are just vibing. You're fine. You're not failing. Oh my gosh. Out of the corner of my eye. Out of the corner of my eye, the biggest stretch ever just happened. Look at all the paws. There's so many Pete's. So many toe beans. So you can go home, heck yes. Love that for you. Free feats. Oh, that's right. I need to make that an incentive for St. Jude. I can't believe how many people donated for me to go and take pictures of the pets' feet. That was one of the funniest things. I don't know if it'll happen again this year because, you know, maybe it was just a one-time you had to be there thing. Maybe people will be like, why are you offering to take pictures of your pet's feet? But that was so funny last year. Y'all would tell me which pet and I'd have to run and go photograph their feet for you. If you missed it, we were fundraising for St. Jude. And someone, like, we were talking about, like, the pets, you know, their cute little toe beans or whatever. And I showed, like, a picture. And someone donated and was like, more pet feet or something like that. And I was like, oh, is this a thing? Do we want this to be a thing? And everyone was like, yes. We'll donate money to make you go and photo, and like people would donate and be like, I want maple feet, and And I have to run all the way downstairs to the basement to take a picture of his feet for the person. But we got so much, we got probably close to like we got over $100 donated like that. It was so funny. It was so funny. Anything for the kids, you know? Whatever works, yeah. I'm so sorry if y'all can hear my neighbor mowing. He'll be out of, like, earshot soon. He's just, like, mowing in between our houses. Like, on his part of the property. So, I do apologize if it's a little loud. Oh, no! I hope everything's okay. Cats and chaos, yeah. And there was crafting in between. I mean, we did the fun quilts-a-thon thingy. And I had to wear a shark onesie for part of it. It was great. It's a good time. I can hear you now that you mentioned it. My brain was filtering it out. Sorry. Like I said, he'll be done soon. It's just like, there's like this much. It wasn't a lot. It's not a lot that he has to mow there, so. Now you'll probably just hear it again when he goes to park the lawnmower back in the spot between the houses. There are worse sounds. Agreed. That was with my windows closed too. It's just loud. Oh my gosh, so I started trying to work on a Norman pinecone emote.
You could crochet a pinecone.
I plan on it. And when I made his hat brown and I changed the color, like the shape of it, and now it looks like a poop. Now it looks like Norman is wearing a poop on his head, and I was like, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, that's kind of ironic.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? So the one issue, I wouldn't even say it's necessarily an issue. One of the things that would make doing pine cones tricky is that a lot of them, at least like when I was looking online for inspiration for like pine cone, like the shape, a lot of it was doing dragon scale, which is beautiful. Do I have the thing that Saren made on my desk? I might not because my desk is a mess. Oh, wait, I do. Okay. Here, this is a dragon scale bag. It's beautiful. It also does give pine cone vibes, you know? Like this in brown in a different shape would give pine cone. It is very work intensive on your hands. So I don't necessarily, they either need to be expensive because they would take a lot of time and be a lot on my hands, or, and this is something I'm thinking about, maybe, you know how I said we were going to do like a 5,000 follower giveaway? And sometimes we do giveaways when we do charity streams or fundraising streams. Maybe I'll have some as like giveaways. And like you could win a limited edition fidget pine cone. I don't know. I don't know. Just spitballing ideas here. We can kind of figure it out. That'd be cool. Yeah, I would definitely be up for it. I don't know that I would be up for selling them. I would have to see. I have an inspiration photo. And I plan on kind of playing around with it and seeing how it works out. Because obviously I would love to like make stuff if you all want to buy it. Like I would love for you to be able to. I don't want anyone to miss out, you know? But doing at least a couple for like charity / fundraising things, that's worth it to me because I can stretch it out. Like we're not actually fundraising just yet. I don't have to like make them all really quickly, like as a pre-order would. So I can like space it out and make sure that I don't hurt myself, that I don't do too much. And so that's why I think that I'll do it like that. Ooh. Not me knocking over things. But I appreciate you wanting me to take care of myself. It's important when you're a crafter. I do. I think it would look really good, Mia. Maybe, if anything, maybe what I could do is write a pattern for it and sell the pattern. Because then I don't have to make a million of them. And it would be a simple pattern. There wouldn't be a lot of like sewing. So it might be like a really good way for me to get back into writing patterns. Because ever since I had like the vertigo and like my brain like kind of got scrambled, if you will, it's been really difficult for me to write, not the pattern part necessarily, but the instruction part. Sometimes it's like hard for me to articulate well like what I'm trying to say, but this would be, there wouldn't be like assembly. It would be very short, simple instructions. So it might actually be like a really good way to get back into it. Let me, oops, put that in pattern idea. Pine cone, Ami pattern. Wouldn't be hard to write instructions. Get your beep back into pattern making, Megan. There we go. Yeah, sale of the pattern and like the giveaway. Absolutely, yeah. First ones would be tiny, get bigger. Yeah. No, I've done a dragon scale bag. And I did dragon scale fingerless gloves, which were really cool. Like they were gloves that like went like again, obviously no fingers. And it was really pretty. So I've done the pattern. I'll just have to like figure out the rounds and stuff needed to make like an Ami. I think it could be cute, like if it could have eyes. I can even think of a way to add fidget stuff to it. Like I have an idea in my noodle, in my brains. You're excited? Yay. I'm glad. No, it can't be 5:25. I want to finish this. I was yapping so much at the beginning of stream. I need to yap and crochet at the same time. We've got what, one? This is the second row. Oops. I'm like nervous and excited about making this now. But that's just how I roll, you know? Oops. Evidently my, okay. My tape dispenser, like, thing for packing tape just slid off my desk over there. Random. Ghosts. I saw this great thing. I think I posted it in Discord. Like, if you were a ghost, right? but you could only do things that would minorly inconvenience people, what would you do? And like someone gave an example of like, what was it? Like stealing like all the left shoes. Stealing the batteries out of remotes, for instance. Hiding the power bricks but not the cords for your phone charger. Things like that. And I sometimes, whenever things like that happen, I'm like, listen, if there's a ghost here, thank you for being that kind of ghost. Like, I appreciate you. I appreciate you just deciding to move my tape like that. Okay. Sure. Move things 1 foot. Oh my god, that would be diabolical, though. Can you imagine? Because you get used to where everything is in your house. So I just picture you, like, walking into stuff all the time. Treats out for the brownies so they don't cause mass chaos. Wait, what? Like Girl Scout brownies? What? I don't understand. Brownies are helpers, but if you don't leave them treats now and then, they cause chaos and get angry. Interesting. I love this. Take all the labels off the cans in the pantry. One of them is blind, yes. Slopping their drinks, rotating things, yes. I can't think of the couple's name, but his service dog is Maple. Mr. Maple. That I remember because I have a Maple. Turn the TV off in the middle of an exciting scene. Yeah, but you have to make sure that you hide the remote or the batteries beforehand, so then everyone's like, no! Josh and Matt, yeah. Organize things so you would never find them. That's mean. I would let them get comfy. Or I would turn it back. I would let them turn it back on, and just when they get comfy, turn it off again. Oh, wait, it's in the drawer. I don't remember putting it back. I've seen, I think it was a Sarah Scribbles comment. Paul and Matthew, there we go. Where the person was like, you know, every night, like, you know, I wake up and I find like my furniture or my pictures rearranged. Like, I think my house is haunted. And then it like flashes over to a ghost like sitting in a chair, like interview style. And they go, what? My passion is interior designing. Like, what if... You managed to get the lifestyle choices. I love Sarah Scribbles. Agreed. I also love Katana comics. And oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? I literally just bought her book. Like, her first book came out, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll support. It was a really cute graphic novel. Hold on, it's right here on my bookshelf. I'll show you, not like anyone asked, but... Oh, God. Moving. Oh, also... from that ball game, one that I showed you when my dad and James went, there's the magazine that they bought me to look at. You might be like, why does it look like this? It's because it got drenched. It's because it got absolutely soaked by that storm. They did. They did the, you know, like it just, yeah, got soaked. Anyway, this one, really good. If you have young kids, young girls, I should say, really, really cute graphic novel. It's based off of like her life, if you will. So she immigrated. Does it have it in here? Yeah, so she immigrated to a country where like she didn't speak the language, and that's like the story here. They're leaving Romania and going, I think, to France. And so now she's like trying to figure out like new languages while also dealing with like endometriosis, like being diagnosed, like trying to figure out like why her periods are so bad. It's a really great young adult, especially, I mean, it's good for boys and girls because guess what? Boys should learn about this too. But like, so good. It was so good. I love her art style. This is Cassandra Com. I can't think of the other art person that I follow now. But I really like this a lot. Yeah, this girl. She does very relatable stuff, you know? But I really liked it. It was really cute. It's a pretty thick book, too. But I thought that it was cool that it was, like, partially, like, it's based on the art, like, the writer's own, you know, experiences, if you will. Oh, no. Where'd my hook go? Okay, I found it. Sometimes you just have to say it. Sometimes you just have to be like, where in the heck did my thing go? And it's like, I'm here. I'm here. A lily pup. Oh, you know what? I've caught some Pokemon. I wonder if my egg hatched. I wonder what it was. Come on. After 4.5 hours. Oof. I'm sorry, that sucks, but yay. It's, oh my, wait, it's shiny. Are all the eggs like, look it. Yeah, it's still my buddy, look. When it was an egg, all of its stats were perfect, and then it hatched. Okay, so I have another egg. What do I have to do for that one? Where to go? Egg? Is that over? Are the eggs gone? Oh, it's an event Pokemon. Gotcha. Oh, no. Are the eggies gone? The event's not over? I thought that I had 2 eggs. Maybe I didn't. Because I thought that it was like here. Bummer. I guess because it just says Pokemon Community Game. It looks like it has a purse. Oh well, I'll just have to try and get more eggs. I think it's a neat idea. Like, to keep in the game. I think it could be really cool. That you can, like, get eggs and need to hatch them by doing certain things. Yeah. I'll just have to try and win some more. Yeah. Give me eggs. I guess I should change my follower goal back to the normal circle. Because we made that 5K. I have to edit that video. I'm still going to post the one from when I was like in my bedroom. Because that was technically when I first got the goal. It's just that then I think someone unfollowed. Which is fine, whatever. Circle goals. Turn that goal back on. Beep. Close circle goals. I'm gonna have to figure out our celebration. Hopefully I can do that soon and I don't have to worry about making vet appointments or cleaning up poop, you know? That would be ideal. Also, I think it was Emily, I don't know if they're still here, who was talking about Dreamlight Valley. Did they do like an update or something? I know you said you were excited about playing it. I don't know if you're still here. That was a while ago. I don't know why my brain... I think I was just like... I was going to ask like what games everyone was playing. Because I've seen a lot of people play this new... Blue... Is it Blue Prince? Is that the name of it? Petty Logic, hello. Welcome in. Hello, Puma Cat. Hello, Speckle. It's nice to see you again. How are you? How was your stream today? Joke's on you. That's a brilliant name. I love that. Welcome in, everyone. The Disney Dreamlight Valley update is today. Ooh. Is it like a new, what do you call it? Event? Or just like new characters? Oh, I don't care about Alice in Wonderland. I'm sorry. You're making some stuff. What were you making today? Welcome in. I see a lot of new faces. My name is Megan, and I am a neurodivergent variety crafter here on Twitch. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Joke's on you. I also do things like diamond painting and miniatures and I don't know, lots of things. Whatever seems interesting and fun. Hi, Frank. Welcome in. I am working on our giveback blanket project, which I believe there's a comment pinned at the top of chat. Maybe not anymore. But basically, these squares here were made by members of the community, and they mail them to me. I have a P.O. box. And so what I do then is I assemble the squares into blankets, and then we donate them. So this is going to be a lap blanket, like, basically covers your lap. And yeah, these, like I said, were all made by different people in the community, and then they all get put together. So it's a really special project. I love it. We've been doing it for years now, close to 5 years now. A bunny and a Mothman. I love that. That's so fun. Has a new realm and a new star path. Gotcha. Cool. Well, thank you so much for bringing everyone over. Hold on. First of all, let me pin that back. Okay. And let me make a raid star for you. We have this fun jar that I'm doing this year. All of these stars represent different things. The gold ones are raids. The colored ones are resubs. And then there are some purple sparkle stars in there, and those represent gift subs. So whenever we get a raid, I make a star to add to the jar with your name on it. So let me do that. Oops. There we go. So many good words you heard. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet to hear. It's kind of a quiet day here. Everyone's just kind of chilling. I don't know about any of you all, but it has just been a heck of a week. It's only Wednesday, and I think we're all ready for the weekend. I don't know about any of you all, but that's the vibe that I've been getting. But thank you so much for bringing your community over and trusting them here. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, it's been a long one. I'm ready for this week to be over. Yeah. Yep. If you need to raid and run or do any kind of post-stream self-care, please make sure that you take care of yourself. You all are, of course, welcome to chat. You're welcome to lurk. You're welcome to do whatever you got to do. We have a task list here, so you can add some tasks if you have anything that you're working on, and just hang out. We are very co-worker and lurker friendly. And thank you again for bringing your community over and trusting them here. You came in Speckles raid yesterday and you loved it. Y'all, that's so sweet. I'm so glad that you loved it here. And thank you for thinking of me when you raided today. Here's your raid star. You get a gold star. Congratulations. And now you're in my jar. There's a part of me that wants to shake the star jar, but there's also a part of me that kind of loves the fact that it's like all in order almost. We are at almost at the halfway point. So this side, the squares are joined fully on all four sides. And this side, we have some more joining to do. So there we go. Yeah, why not? Thank you. I really like how this is looking. We're doing a cool tone blanket, so we had a lot of cool colors, lots of blues, greens, purples, grays, blacks, whites, stuff like that. And we do need some more warm tones. We need some reds, orange, yellows, pinks, things like that for our blankets. So I was like, why not do a cool tone blanket? And it's alternating between a multicolor and a solid color. So that was like our only, it wasn't even like a rule. That was just my only guideline, I guess, when I was picking squares. Tomorrow we were talking, because I wanted to like finish this up today. And then I think tomorrow we're going to diamond dot, because the sparklies have been calling me. And then I'm like, I still have so much to do on this blanket for my brother. Like, is that my Friday stream? Are Friday streams just going to be sewing ends again? Are we having another pajama party on Friday? A ditto! Come to me, ditto. You're good with that? I gotta get it done. It's amazing how fast the year is flying. Oh my god, look at that ditto. Look at that ditto dance. So much better when you have motivation. Yeah. Artie does love the PJ parties. You're not wrong. It definitely helps when you have, like, people to talk to when you're doing something that takes a long time. Because I'm literally halfway done assembling the blanket. And the wedding's in August. It's fine. It'll be fine. We'll get it done. We better get it done. Me, it's me. I'm the problem. Each, like, square, so if you missed the pajama party on Friday, I'm making it's like a quilt. It's supposed to look like a quilt. That is made out of crochet squares. And each square is like 16 inches. And it takes me like an hour to assemble, like to add one square to the blanket because I'm sewing it using a mattress seam because I want it to look flush. I want it to look perfectly like flat, the way that a quilt would look. So that takes so much time. I do craft off stream. I do. Sometimes I'll switch what craft I'm doing. Sometimes I don't do very much. I was working on I did a lot of crocheting for the blanket for my brother off stream, like making the squares and stuff like that. Right now I'm working on a gift for a friend. So I've been doing that off stream as well. Because it's a friend that sometimes comes and like says hi here. So I don't want them to see. But I do other stuff. I play games offline too. Like off stream. And I work on I'm trying to get better about working on other things like social media posts and businessy stuff, you know? Like not just I don't know. Trying to grow. I am excited about the Palea update. I need to log into that more. Infinity Nikki has had a hold on me. So I've been doing that quite a bit. I haven't even like finished all of the quests and things currently available in Palea. What does becoming a pine cone entail? It's a Discord role. In stream yesterday, we were talking about how people can be like really rude on social media and commenting like nasty things to people. And because I shared a differing opinion than the social media influencer. And I didn't even say anything bad about the influencer. I was just like, hey, you should make sure that you show both sides of this, you know, instead of just one. And people are like, you're a miserable person. You must be the worst human being, and like all this like nasty stuff. And then someone's insult was they called me a pine cone. Someone called me a pine cone. So now it's a Discord role, and you can become a pine cone too. You can join us. Someone let their 5-year-old have their phone. Man, I hope not. I hope that 5-year-olds are nicer than. Well, I guess it depends on the parents, right? Some people are just wild. Some people don't really think about the fact that, like, there's another person. Like, that the person that is typing, the person that posted the message is a person. You know? Like, keyboard warriors or something. I was trying to figure out if it was an autocorrect, but I couldn't figure out what. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, here come ads. We have 2 more rows after this. So I think we're going to go a little long today. Surprising absolutely no one. Not very, because I have to cook dinner tonight, and I would like to try and get a walk around the neighborhood in because it's really nice weather out. But this shouldn't take me very long to do these last 2 rows, so we'll do them. And then, yeah. All right, let's do some words on stream, and I'll be right back. Take a stretch, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. BRB. Thank you all for waiting. We're back. Also, hello, Bard. Give me 1 second. Calliope was like, hey, by the way, your video is still not showing up. And I'm like, that's really weird. Because I definitely uploaded it. It was marked as unlisted when I uploaded it instead of public. I don't know why. So I just want to fix that real quick. Calliope, are you here? Oh, YouTube. Yeah. Okay. I just set it to public. Let me know if you see it. Because I'm about to just post all the other ones that got weird when I uploaded them from Twitch to public. So before I do that and you get like a crap ton of... If you can, if you don't mind. If you're like, I'm busy, ignore me, please. Thank you for letting me know, though. It's there! Huzzah.
I found my people.
Mochi, hello! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I have a short section now. I'm short. Why are so many of these videos private? Oh no. Oh no. Hi Bard, how are you today? Oh, why? Blah, blah, blah. That's what I say. No, these were public. They were in my... So... See, no one watches my VODs on YouTube, so no one likes them or comments on them, which is fine. People are here. Sometimes though, I'm like, should I make like a playlist, or is that just making more work for myself? uh I have a Twitch VODs playlist, so if people wanted to watch my VODs, they could. But evidently, these weren't public before. I don't even know. You started crocheting the squares for your second blanket today? Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. What kind of blanket are you doing? It was just Megan of all trades video. Like 328. So anything after that. Evidently these weren't updated as live. Oh, your granny squares? A blanket for your car? Oh my gosh, oh, I love that idea. That's so fun. Are you, well, I'm assuming you're enjoying crocheting if you're starting your second blanket. I put them all in like the Twitch VOD playlist. And then I put them all in order too. So that way people could watch them. And I'm sure right now everyone's getting a million notifications about the VODs being like the Megan of all trades posted a new video. Megan of all trades posted a new video. Oh my god. Shush. No, that makes sense, honestly. I don't blame you, Petrichor. I have notifications for YouTube off too. My main issue is that it's so disorganized. So, like, it becomes a real hassle to try and I guess put things where they belong. Everything's in there now. Took you a year or so, lost some motivation, yeah. Struggling with it. Yeah, blankets take a really long time. That is one thing, like a lot of people say, oh yeah, like blankets are a great way to start. And they can be because a lot are made with very simple stitches and it can be repetitive, which is good for practice, but it can also be repetitive, which can be boring. Or like you said, you know, the motivation can kind of falter because you're like, all I'm doing is the same thing over and over again and it never seems to like be done. You know? I know, but I also know that your hands hurt, ma'am. And I'm not going to add to that. Because I love you. So squares with different stitch designs so you could learn new stitches and figure out your tension. Yeah. That's a good way to do it because it doesn't keep, it's not, I don't know, the interest, everything isn't the same. Okay, now I just have to rearrange them. Everything's in the right spot. How do I, oh, I have to edit that there. Gave you newfound motivation. Aw, that's so sweet. There's my clippy. If you'd like to join the Discord, and there's no pressure to, but feel free. I would love to see what you made. That would be so fun. Ooh, you'll have to let me know how that helps, or how that works for you, I should say, instead of assuming it will help. But I hope that it does. Yeah, definitely. That's tricky. A piece that I'm really proud of is the temperature blanket that I made. It's a king size blanket with 365 plus 12 hexagons made. So like, I'm very proud of that one. That was a lot of work. It's so hard to pick. Yeah, I don't like that one is probably one of the biggest / longest projects that I've worked on. I also designed a dragon for my friend based off of one of her drawings. And I was pretty proud of that too, because it was the biggest thing I ever designed. So again, it seems to be like the biggest or the longest projects, like the ones that you put so much like time and energy into, that end up being ones that are memorable or like special, I guess. It's hard to pick though. You know, because like I love, for instance, the things that I made my niece when she was born, because she loves them. They're still, she's, oh God, I don't even know, 6 now? When was she born? She's 5 or 6, I can't even remember. And she still loves them and plays with them. And so like that is so special to me. Like the fact that, you know, something that I made is still, I don't know, just loved that much. What did you end up picking? You have so many crafts, yeah. It's also hard when you're like a multi-crafter, so like you have multiple crafts that you do. Like I also, you know, I don't only crochet, I knit. Like the cardigan I knit my husband that took forever, I'm super proud of, because I didn't think I could do cable knits, and there I did it, and I figured it out, and like, you know, so it's like there's so many things. I had so many to choose from, yeah. I feel that. No worries. okay, I'll go take a peek. Oops. One of the dresses you made? I love that. Let me go and take a peek. Oh, it's pretty. I love the colors. Look at that border. Oh my word. You did fabulous. Ooh, acrylic pours are fun. You know what I haven't done in a while that I should get back into because they're fun and I think they're silly and it's easy content for my pet channel and I have a website for my pet stuff. Have you all seen, it went like viral probably a couple of years ago, the pet paintings where like they put paint on like a canvas and then they put the canvas in a bag and they let like the dog lick peanut butter off of it or something. I love those. I think they're so fun. They turn out so different and pretty and silly and it's so fun to watch the pets like really enjoy it too. Have a good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. It's like I should do some more of those. What I should do is I should have each of my pets make one that I can then hang in my office. Like have a theme, you know? That would be cute. They're so fun. Like for the cats, we just put like catnip on the plastic bags so that they would like roll around on it, or like the licky treats. There, I literally made a note so that I don't forget. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it was found. Oh, that's so good. Pippin's art would have some splats if she threw herself on it. Listen, I don't even need to put anything. I could just put like the thing on and offer to brush her and she would just flop over on it and be like, brush me. Like I wouldn't even have to like entice her. She would just be like, done. She was a little grumpy with me brushing her the other day because she had a mat in her fur. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, girly, but I gotta get this out or it's gonna be a problem. She could pay rent. It would be cute to figure out like a way with the pet paintings of like creating some almost like negative space, like with tape or something that you could like peel off after they're done. Like it would be cute to add like either an initial or like I can't think of a way that I could get their paw print other than like stamping it and importing it and then it would be a process, but I could. 'Cause like that would be so cute, like in the middle of each one. Like tape it down so that like after the paint dries you peel it up. Yeah. But, like, do I do, like, their name, or do I try and figure out a way of doing the paw print? Paw print would be cute, but such a hassle, you know? There's silhouettes. Oh my god. That could be cute. Have her flop to spread it, yeah. I'm like brainstorming now. I'm thinking. That would be fun. Listen, thinking's about the only thing that you can afford to do in this economy. I haven't found a way to charge us for that yet. I'm sure they will. True. Alright, y'all, this is going to be the last row. We have one more row to do. I'll finish it off stream. I'm getting hungry, and we have to cook dinner tonight. It's not leftovers, so I'm going to wrap up after this one. But I'll be sure to show the finished, like, I mean, it's 90% done at this point. But I'll show it tomorrow, like what it finished looks like. Seems you were thinking on company time. How dare you? I like love and hate cooking. Like, the meal kits are nice, and we've made a lot of really good things, and they're really healthy, but at the same time, then you have like a whole kitchen to clean up. And guess who didn't do the dishes from the last meal kit? Us. So the kitchen's just a freaking mess right now. To be fair, I put all the stuff that was clean and in the drain board away. I just didn't wash all the stuff that needed to be washed. I get half a star. I didn't finish the task, but I started it. The bane of every ADHDer's existence. Listen, after yesterday, honestly, yesterday was a whole week. Okay? Yesterday, I don't even know. Why is this? There we go. So I'm just glad that I survived yesterday. Truthfully. Oh, yeah. Hammy, I think that you missed it. Also, after stream, it was, you know, garbage night, so we had to, like, clean litter boxes and do stuff like that. And I was walking out to clean the cat's litter box, and I guess the cat must have had a little dangly poo or something, because sitting in the living room, camouflaged within the carpet, was a turd that I half stepped in. Like, yesterday was just such a poop-filled day. Literally, figuratively, like, all of it. There was so much poop. So much! So... You were here when... Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. It just, like... After the morning that I had, I'm like, really? I know how that feels. Some days you're just glad that the day is over and that you made it through and that the house is still standing and the pets are still alive and, like, you did it, you know? Like, you survived and that was good enough for the day. Did you get other stuff done? No. Maybe not. But that's okay. Here's where we're at, by the way. So I just have this row here that needs to get attached. And a border. But everyone is fed. It looks good, though. It looks really good. I'll show you all tomorrow how that ended up. Thank you! Thank you. Yeah, this is our give back blanket project. And all these squares were made by members of the community, and then they send them to me, and I assemble them into blankets that we donate. Someone's gonna be happy and snug. I agree. Yeah. I love it. I really do. So I'll definitely make sure that I show you all on stream. I'll make sure I take pictures and post it online. I like to try and make sure that I share these because I do know that people have, you know, worked hard on these squares that they then send in. And so I like to make sure that I share the work so that if, you know, people can look and be like, oh, wait, I see my square or, you know, whatever. So, yeah. Thank you for the follows, the subs, the bits. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. If you are new, I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's currently 6:30. You know, sometimes we go over. But I'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And we are going to be diamond dotting, I have decided, because the sparkles are calling to me. And I must finish this section. And then Friday, I think we're going to be... I think we're going to be working on weaving in or assembly of the Ryan blanket. So that's the plan for the rest of the week. If you would like to join the Discord, please come on in. I would love to have you share your art, share your pets, just chat, whatever. Let us roll some credits, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I super appreciate it. I know that there's lots of places that you can be on Twitch, and so the fact that you chose to spend any of your time here with me means a lot. So I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your time zone wherever you're at. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and to other people. Remember you are loved, and I'll see you all tomorrow. We're going to go say hi to my friend Kaylin, who's doing some resin work. We love Kaylin. They're super sweet. Let's go see what she's making. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, here's my socials. There are the raid messages. The first one is if you are a subscriber, and the second one coming here is if you are a follower. Copy whichever raid message applies to you. By the way, I was going to say, we can still go to catch that Pokemon even if we go on a raid, so don't worry. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Take care. Goodbye.